Ocean's 8, starring Sandra Bullock, Cate Blanchett, Anne Hathaway, a woman who goes by the name of Aquafina, and several other people. This movie is basically Ocean's 11 with just women. They tell you that the main character, Sandra Bullock's character, is the sister of George Clooney's character, Danny Oceans, and like their whole family are criminals, right? So they hint that maybe he's dead. So I don't know if this happens before Ocean's 11 and it turns out he's not dead, or if this happens after Ocean's 13 and he died or something. And this is another franchise where they take a movie and they like modernize it, I guess, and they change the characters, making their ethnicity different, or making them female as opposed to male, or vice versa, Ghostbusters style. In this case, it worked. I liked it. It was okay. And it had eight-ish specialists that were brought together by Sandra Bullock to pull off, the crime of the century again, man. And they get together and they're going to rob a place that's unrobbable. And it was good. I mean, they did it well. There was some interesting characters, and this movie had some really good character development for so many people. They didn't give a lot of backstory, but they said, okay, this person does this person has a family, that person would do this with their money if they could, this person's that. It gives you a little bit of a grasp of who they are. Sandra Bullock had a love life previously. She had partners before. She got caught, and now she's doing a new heist. It gives you a little bit of information about what's going on with them. Of course, I stay until the end of the movie, and it looks like they're setting up for another movie. So I think there's going to be an Ocean's 9. Or at least I think so. I'm pretty sure if this movie's successful, they're going to do another one. The story is Sandra Bullock did something previously that got her in jail. And it starts out with her coming out of jail, and she immediately goes into, she's slick. I'll give her that. She's really slick. She, a la Eddie Murphy and Beverly Hills Cop, she steals a place to stay for a while, and it's cool. It's just about as slick as he did, minus the comedy. It's Eddie Murphy. It was funny. She's Sandra Bullock, who's a comedian also, but she did it without the humor. She just slicked herself into a place to stay, and I immediately thought about Eddie Murphy. Hey, have yourself a drink. How do you steal a house? So it brought me back to that. The movie, I really honestly expected it to be boring and no good, but it had some cliffhangers, and it had a few things happening, a few twists that you expect, and a few twists that you completely didn't expect. And you're like, whoa, I didn't see that happening. And actually, I thought one thing was going on. I'm looking over here, man, and something's happening over here, so they tricked me. So it was good for that. So she gets out, she's got to put together a group that can pull off this heist that she's been thinking about and dreaming up for years. Maybe they get away scot-free, and maybe they don't. But that's the good thing about seeing the movie. There's a few familiar faces from the other Ocean's movies that's in here. You gotta, some of them are blatant, and some of them you gotta be like, oh, that's whatchamacallit. So that was kind of cool. They tie the two universes together. A lot of movies are doing that, having different movies and they tie their universes together, and they do that in this one. Again, it wasn't bad for the first of this particular possibly trilogy type movie. It wasn't great, but it definitely wasn't bad. I think I'm going to give this movie 7 bags of popcorn. So, have you seen it? Let's talk about it in the comment. What is your best heist movie? Not your first, but your best heist movie. Let's talk about that in the comments too. And if you like the video, if you like the content, then subscribe. And then like.
Popcorn passport. Get your popcorn passport.